Greetings and welcome everybody, as we have a special one here for you today. If you can imagine this, it's already game number 3 for your Michigan State Spartans. Now, the first two did not necessarily go according to plan. The morning started early, the Spartans waking up at 6 or 6:15, getting down in the hotel lobby to eat some breakfast, and then get over to the gymnasium where they were ready for a 7 o'clock warm-up time, and then on to an 8 o'clock starting time where they were set to face the DePaul Blue Demons. That being said, DePaul never actually showed up to the venue, which meant Michigan State would win by nature of the forfeit. So they were able to win one and improve to 1-0 in tournament play for the first time this year. It was the first tournament where they were able to say they won that opening, which really, I believe, and what has shown true thus far, set the precedent for their ability to come back and play an impressive brand of volleyball in game number 2 when they faced Grand Valley State. For Michigan State, who's the atypical team, tough, rugged, and high-flying for head coach Sante Pirelli, this is a team that oftentimes finds themselves out of system, as it were. That being said, they have won more points in the serve-receive game. This is exactly why they've seen more success in the latter portion of the year. And really, if you ask head coach Pirelli or even assistant Jerry Graham, it's just that. Michigan State has been expecting to win games all year. They've had a few slip away, they've had a few go according to plan, but that being said, we're here about a week and a half outside of the national starting date, and this team is starting to show what they can do. On the other side here right now, it's the Bowling Green squad who have made the trip up and look to have an opportunity here to earn their way into a higher seed. There's one driven by Patel. That one finds the floor. The Spartans lead. So it's 1-0 here. The Spartans off and running quickly. And will they continue to earn points in the serve receive? Mikey Wyant there. Now it's Bowling Green. Murphy, the impeccable digger. Then Jocelyn. Boom! Way to go. That one a 2-pause to the outside in the 1 slot for Jocelyn. In transition, he gets it to go. So we've seen a couple quick points here. Now it's 3-1. Working early is the 16-10 middle. That's Abbas Abdihafid. As we had discovered, standing at 6'10", he has been as important as anybody. Now it's 3-2. And apologize in advance for the stream quality here. I'm getting a good read in terms of what you're able to see versus what you're not. That being said, if there are any problems, let me know in the chat function. So Bowling Green continues. Then it's Patel looking for the back line. Once again, the Spartans there in the 5 slot. That one misses long. It's 4-3, where Bowling Green State has a chance. Now a 1 tempo up there from the Spartans. Patel drives, and it's 4-4. So we're dead even, and the Spartans are showing their diversity in terms of the 1-tempo and 2-tempo sets. Here's one from Bowling Green and Ryan Jeffers that just finds its way into the mesh. That's been the bugaboo early, and a large reason the Spartans lead by 1. Outside here on the 2-tempo, John Locke through the middle has an ability to block. This one sent high. The Spartans, and Gollins returns. Point to the Spartans. Out of Framingham, Massachusetts, Paul Gollins has just returned from an ankle injury. That being said, he is looking as healthy as he has all year. His ability to fly high and punish balls from any portion of the floor make him unique. So 6-4 here, live on MSU CVB. Jeremy Murphy, the Spartans, has been unbelievable in terms of his ability to dig balls out of anywhere. The Spartans hold it up. Wyant back sets Gollins. Here they go again. Through the middle, they're trying it now with Locke. No, Bowling Green has the answer. But then it's Gollins again. There's select few answers for that. They find one down to the floor. The Spartans lead by 3. So we're seeing exactly what we thought we might. The change between the middle sets and the back sets and the ability to go 2-tempo. There, as they do, it's Patel who hammers that one home. 8-4 here, this one. Once again, off and running quickly are the Spartans. It's 2 of those where they've started particularly fast. Now it's incumbent upon the orange and white Bowling Green to respond. Now here at 8-5, Bowling Green will have their opportunity, and back to serve Atar Carroll, the 6-foot right side. Jocelyn, now outside Patel, cross court. Those by him prove to be vicious. Now it's Jocelyn. That one's down. Trying to reach for it. Abdah Hifad, he misses. Gollins set to go here. Bowling Green, that one off the side of the hand, caroms low into the mesh. What you've seen so far from the Michigan State Spartans is their ability to get back in transition and defend each of the attacks that Bowling Green has tried to muster up here so far today. Gollins sends it to the deep third. Now it's outside. Murphy gets a hand on it. That's all he needs. Jocelyn, that one's rejected, but Gollins covers. The Spartans finding a good spot. They win again. 11-5 here. That's the other thing, folks. And a good reminder, the Spartans have a unique ability in terms of their coachability. There are a lot of kids on this team who know how to learn. And as head coach Sante Pirelli had stated very early on, it would matter if they could come here and learn from what they were doing incorrectly. So far, that's been the case, and the result has been divine. Back set, Wyant, on time and on target. Patel gets another one to go. The difference in the game here today has been Mikey Wyant's ability to put balls right on the hand of the hard-swinging Big Ten Conference Spartans. It's 13-5 here, and they've done everything right, so it seems. Now it's Patel. Does he find the line? Yeah, he does. 14-5, and oh, what a play by Patel. Ranging back, and a first timeout called here by head coach Sante Pirelli. We're at 14-5, and we'll take a short break. This has been Brian Rector live on MSU CVB. We appreciate your time tuning in and are excited to bring you inside this esteemed Top-Flight Volleyball Clinic. 10 courts and a whole slew of teams from across the land. So, welcome back, everybody. We have Michigan State as well as Bowling Green. It's 14-5. The Spartans have got off to a hot start. Wyatt back sets. It's on time with Gollins again. 15-5 here as the Eagles had a little bit of trouble catching up to that one to try and get a second and third hit onto it. And excuse me, but it's in fact the Bowling Green Falcons, so I will say I apologize for that misnomer. That being said, it's the orange and white who serve it. John Locke looking to assert his will right into what looks like the 3 slot there. He runs the lane and pounds it down. The Spartans in transition flourish once again. The Falcons, that one's outside the antenna. It's a point to the Spartans. Closing out very nicely. Now it's 17-6. Jamin Neff Strickland sees the first touch here for the Falcons. Murphy misdirects and 2 wide. There's one at a cautiously optimistic spot here for the Falcons. 17-7, and still in control are the Spartans. Ryan Jeffers sends it away. Wyatt, Jocelyn drives. That one a miracle, but it's held up. Jocelyn again. Now across the Falcons. Locke skies and blocks the double set there by Wyatt and Locke on the outside, though it trickles out of bounds. 17-8. Jocelyn, now it's Murphy. They keep it in play. Apologize, but indeed it was out of the camera. Now it's Patel. The Spartans to the outside in the 5-hole. It's Jocelyn. 18-8 here, and they are being disciplined in their ability to find their runs. There was another 5 run by Clark Jocelyn. Locke, he's been known to go on serve rampages. There's one that's given right back. The Falcons flying to 9 points here. So, communication between Patel and Wyatt. Patel takes off the side of the hand. Wyatt says, I can handle it. Now an issue here up front, and it was a net infraction. There goes against Abdi Hafid. Wyatt this time misses low. That, I can confidently say, the first serving error here for the Spartans at a costly time. It's 19-10. Archer Spence, the 6'2" outside, gives it right back. Oh, it's the hard-hitting outside for the Falcons. Jocelyn knocked to his hind. Now it's the Falcons again. That was Atta Corral. (20-10) here. Out of system were the Falcons. A decent amount of leadership showed there by the back line for Michigan State, helping Jocelyn up and trying to have him return back to the play. Keenan Edelman got a paw on that one. A little bit too strong, sends it deep into the back third, missing. Murphy takes, he's dependable. Jocelyn, they're off the side of the head and down. The Spartans seem confident coming into game number 3, which in hindsight is really more like game number 2. That being said, they've had reason to believe they're capable of winning these games in an emphatic way, and we're not here to say they've won, but we're here to say they're impressive. Collins, now Patel. That one hits the tape and drops. Now, an anecdotal story from this week was Celia Cullen as well as Sarah Franklin, 2 Michigan State women's players on the Division I team, as that one sails just long, courtesy of Atta Carroll, making it 22-12. But Cullen and Franklin, 2 of the women's stars who are entering the transfer portal, have been training with the Michigan State men's team. My belief is that this has certainly upped the ante in terms of their competitive spirit and fire. So that being said, would like to give a shout out to Celia Cullen, who just today found her way into a new school, Southern Methodist. 22-13. There, the Falcons mishandle. That was off the hand of Jeffers alongside Aaron Martin. 23-13. As well, Miss Franklin of the Spartans, who's now in the transfer portal, is still there, but she's looking to move on to another place. That's after the Spartans have seen a coaching change just recently. It's 24-13. The Spartans will be back to serve. It's Ervil Patel with all the room in the world and match point. Now being coaxed over to the side for him to serve, as there was an issue. Welcome back, everybody, and we hope that just cleared up the output issues that we've had with sound to this point. That being said, we're back at a point where it's 5-3 the Spartans. Trying to dig that one out, a combination of Logan Cooper and John Ball. So, as we have discussed, the Spartans are headed to Phoenix, Arizona for the national finals in just a week and a half from now. And it surely seems like they're rounding into form just at the right time. I was discussing this exact phenomena as it moves to 6-3, the Spartans up by 3, with Clark Johnson, the senior leader of this team. He said, "We're not coached and we don't respond for December. We're coached and we respond for April. We know that our biggest matches and biggest games will be at this time of year, and they are proving that to us here today." That one dropped right over the top shelf, where it's 7-4. Once again, apologize for any of the sound issues we may have seen earlier, but with that being said, it's now 9-4, the Spartans on a blitz. This one taken high by the Falcons, around, and they're blocking Chris Infante and John Ball. So the Spartans, going deep to their bench here at this moment in time, are up 10-4, and the rejuvenating energy has done just what they expected. So 11-5 here, the Spartans continuing to work. They've got 10 to go. There's another round here by the Spartans. The green and white continuing to churn. Now it's Chris Infante who's set to serve away. Paul Collins sets, now the second touch, there by White, once again on target. The Spartans win again, discombobulated effort from the Falcons. So at 14-5, we're going to take a short break away. This has been Brian Rector, live on MSU CVB. We have a lot to unpack, both here as well as in the final game, which will be a crossover between different pools as a part of this tournament. That being said, the Spartans are looking promising in terms of their ability to move to 3-0 here today. So welcome back, everybody, where it's 15-5. The Spartans lead by 10, and they've got 10 left to close this one out. Deep there, it's taken by the Falcons. That was Atta Carroll, 16-5 here. Paul Gollins out of the game, where into the game comes Willem Brown. The Spartans continuing to rotate defensively. Chris Infante sends that one there, the Falcons. Now it's high up there, Willem Brown. Then it's Carroll, around, Wyant, they dive, they dash, and cannot quite catch up to him. So at 16-6, this one has been all but over for quite some time. The Spartans have maintained a stronghold on it here today. Jalen Neff stricken, their walk with a drive. That one flies out of the way. The Spartans win that one. 17-6. Walk certainly knows how to crush it. The Spartans are home to some of the hardest swinging players in the MIVA conference. There it's the 6'10 Abbas Abdihafid who misses that one low, giving way to a 12-point Spartan lead, 18-6. The Spartans have been able to remedy any issue seen with their defense. Now it's outside, the one tempo, that one's blocked and just sails. So, Bowling Green, the Falcons are on one, it's 18-7. As we were previously discussing, the Spartans will have a crossover match that takes place at 6:15 in the East Time, or rather the Central Time Zone. As that one is hammered down to the floor, their ability to place balls accurately has been impressive for the green and white. But yes, we're just outside of Chicago, Illinois, where the Spartans have been playing this couple-game tournament where they'll have bracketed play and a couple games tomorrow, as it's 20-7. But there's a crossover game among the Spartans and a team from another pool at 6:15 Central Time. Willem Brown gets in the action as he blocked that one right there and rejected in an emphatic manner. The Spartans, setting up the block and the double block, have been efficient and effective. This one high over the block. Brown rushes that one. The Spartans in transition. Murphy had an issue there trying to get back in system. That one's a competition at the net here. Opening it up on offense have been the Spartans. 22-8 as we have crossed the threshold of the third touch there for the Falcons. So the Spartans have just 3 to come home before they improve to 3-0 on the day. To the outside, not too difficult to handle for Wazinski. There it's Infante high up to the rafters. Brown from the outside, no. Brown again. The drop shot, that one placed with 2 hands. The Spartans now. Wyant, they get it over. Have not quite been able to mount an attack as capitalizing there, Atta Carroll. So, one of the longest rallies we've seen here today gives way to a Bowling Green point. It's 22-9. Logan Cooper back in here as Remy Reed checks out of the game. That one taken on loosely by the Falcons. Down by 14 here. Cooper up top, Infante. That's blocked, but just arms its way over there. Carroll had good positioning, but could not quite reject it back into the backcourt. So it's 24 here and game point. Infante, that one sails. The Spartans win again. The Spartans win. So 25-10, here they go in what I would describe as really a nonchalant and business-like way of doing things. So it's done. The Spartans are at 3-0 here today. They have beaten DePaul by way of a forfeit, then beat Grand Valley State, and then just closed Bowling Green State out here. So we end at 25-10. We'll say thank you for tuning in. This has been Brian Rector live on MCV TV.